Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to give it just a second. Share. I think that's what it does. Nope, that's not the right one. Share right there. Doot, 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 doot. I'm just sharing it out to a few people on some of my platforms. We'll do that one. All right. We'll share it out there. Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Mindful Movements. Let me flip my screen. This is an automatic thing. There we go. How is everybody today? Happy Wednesday. Shell, just let me know if you can hear me okay. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. All right. It's okay. No worries. You know what? Today's a no stress day, right? We're just going to roll with it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome into Mindful Movements. I'm Denise, and I'm here to help you get up and move. That's what our bodies needs to do. Not always what our bodies wants to do, right? But we're going to make it happen. We're going to get it done. Remember, this is just for guidance. I like to introduce exercises, talk about exercises, help you with exercises. And I feel like my screen is crazy over here on TikTok, so y'all are going to see me adjusting a little bit. You do see my dog over here in the background. Probably see some of my chair over here. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's that. All the things going on. Rue, honey, you got to move so I don't trip over you. Go over there. Yeah, she's a snow. So welcome in, everybody. Remember, this does not take the place of any recommendations or requirements from your medical provider. This is just for gentle guidance and to help you get up and move and try to help you move safely and make you feel good and strong. I have started moving into a little bit more of a new thing where every day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, whenever I go live, we're going to start doing a little warm up. Hi, good morning. Welcome in. I don't know. Oh, hey, Judy. Sorry, I can't really see the screen, so everything's really small. So if you do comment, please bear with me. If I don't reply right away, I will go back closer to my screen and take a look and try to follow the comments and stuff, but I am far away from my screen. And I am on 4 platforms at one time, so just bear with me as I walk away and we do the things. So I go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you are just joining in, please like, love, share, hit the notification bell, do whatever it is that you need to do to make sure whenever I go live that you can catch me. And whenever I go live from now on, we're going to start every morning with a warm-up. I do live exercises. I go over 2 exercises on Monday. I do them as separate exercises. On Wednesday, we have little discussion. And then on Friday, we put those exercises together into a combination move. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start just warming up. Junior, what's up? I think that's who you are. I see something pop up, and I know you always do that little fire or whatever at the end of your words. Thanks for hanging out this morning. So we are going to, something just went out. There we go. Okay, good, Shell. Thank you. So we're going to start every day from now on with a warm-up. And this week is going to be no different. So even on Wednesdays when we have our discussions, we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up. So by the time I start really talking and getting into that discussion, I'm going to be out of breath. So I'm going to have to take some breaths. I'm going to have to drink some water and all the things. So let's get this morning started. We're going to start it with that warm-up. So if you're just joining in, please send me a wave. Let me know that you're here. Say hi. And if you are new into my lives, please say new. Just say the word new in the comments, and that way I know that you are new here and I can welcome you personally. I really want to make sure that I acknowledge that everyone new that is coming in is recognized, because you're very important and you make my day happen. I'm gonna look. Oh no, oh no. Oh, Junior. Oh man. Well, you are continued in my prayers. I see you on Facebook sometimes, and I follow some of your stuff, and I've seen some of your things, and I really do hope that you are doing better, and you are continued in my prayers. So, Shell on Facebook and YouTube, I know I said it. I'm sorry. I know I might get in trouble, but could you just make sure that you can hear me okay while I'm back here? And then I will get started because I want to make sure everyone can hear as we get started moving. Sweet. That means I don't have to wear two earbuds, two separate earbuds. And then my dog is going to say she wants to go out. Go. I'm just going to block the door because she has had another seizure the other day, and so I just don't like closing her completely out of the room so I can't hear her. All right, we're going to start this morning with those marches in place, or high knees, whichever one you want to call it. You can do it this way. Okay. We're going to do 3 rounds of this to make it a good warm up. I'm going to do 10 to each leg. So if you're counting by 1, 2, then you're going to do 20. If you're counting 1, 1, you're going to do 10. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? It's a total of 20, but it's 10 per leg. Then we're going to do arm circles forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Shell, I think I'm going to need one more device just to do music with. I don't know how to connect it to any of these things while I'm talking. So hip circles are next. Okay. Decide which side you're going to go first. We're going to go both ways. So we're going to start going out with our right hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, make sure those hips point out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if this feels any different. If you're doing this with me, noticing both sides. If you do it both ways, this is 8, 9, and 10. Let me know if you think you feel it differently when you switch sides. Bear hugs. Remember, open and close. 1, 2, 3. You see how I'm counting? 4. Every time my watch hand goes top, that's another number. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to do lateral steps, okay? This is our exercise this week. Lateral steps. 5, 6. Trying to get to where everybody can see my feet. 8, 10. I've skipped around. I skipped every other one. So you seen how I did that? I went out and in, out and in, just like that. This is our exercise for this week, so this is good practice, okay? Now we're going to do leg swings, forward and backward. 1, 2, Only go as far as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How's that feel this morning? Guys, if you're just jumping in, share it out. That's the first round of our warm-up. Get you a sip of water if you need it. We're going to do it again. This is going to be the way our weeks go. Woohoo! Good job, Meg. I hope you reach your goal. I really do hope you reach your goal. All right, who did this with me this morning? Let me know if you did this. Throw a fire in the comments. Let me know you're doing this with me. If you have any questions about any of these warm-up exercises, ask. It's very important to ask. If you need modifications, we can do that. That's what we do here. All right, we're going for round 2. Round 2. All right. March in place, or remember you're going to do march or high knees. See how I'm moving my hands? I'm just letting my hands touch my knees. So either way is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arm circles forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to go reverse, backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're just jumping in on any one of the platforms, please share it out. Share some love. Let people know that I'm here and I'm here to help. Arm circles, we did forward and backwards. Now it's hip circles. We're going to go right first, out and around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shell, there's a comment over on TikTok. I don't know what it is. If it's you, please let me know. If it's someone else. 9 and 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember to push those hips to the side. 9 and 10. If you did this in both directions, please let me know. Did you feel a difference? Throw it in the comments. I'm going to jump over here. Did you delete it? Oh, okay. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for jumping in. Like, love, share, do all the things. Thanks for being here. Next one is those bear. No. We have to do our opposite side. So now we're going to go left hip out. So out and around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Glad you caught that. 8, 9, and 10. All right, if you did this, guys, let me know. Do you feel a difference when you push right to when you push left? Is there a difference in it when you do this? Let me know in the comments. Come on, guys, add some stuff in those comments for me. This morning, I need to know. Bear hugs are next. 1, 2, 3. This should feel real good. 4, 5. You don't have to slap yourself so hard. So if you hear that, 7. I'm like slapping my shoulders. 8. I've already screwed my numbers up. Nobody said I was good at math. And 10. Bear hugs. Next is going to be the lateral step. We're going to step left. Oh, wait, that's right. And then step left. See that? We're making sure we're getting both of those directions in there. 2. Oh, that's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. See how I'm getting a little bit of a squat in there? And done. Woohoo! How y'all feel this morning? We're going to do those forward and backward leg swings. Here we go. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Take you a little breather. Woo-wee! Nice little warm-up already this morning. We got one more round. Who's going to consider this a full workout today? Let me know if you're going to just use this as your workout today. Because, I mean, it's a good cardio. My heart rate's up. It's up and going. Looks like I have a few people on FB this morning. Wow, 6 people. Woo-hoo, yay. Oh, my gosh. Welcome in. Whether you're coming in from Facebook, whether you're coming in from YouTube, throw it in the comments and let me know where you are. When the comments come in, it shows me where you're commenting from. So please, if you're coming in, if you're new, let me know that you're new here. I would love to welcome you personally. TikTok, thanks everybody. There's a few people in here on TikTok. Thank you so much for coming in and joining me today. We're just going over a warm-up before we do our discussion. We do have a discussion on Wednesdays. It's mostly health and fitness, but it's always encouragement. It doesn't matter what we talk about. It's always encouragement to keep yourself going, keep yourself feeling strong. So this is our 3rd round of our little warm-up, and we are getting ready to go. Marching in place. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Remember, you can do this in any direction. It doesn't have to be the direction that I'm doing it in. You can put these in any order that you want to. Forward arm swings, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You see how I'm going back though? Whenever I go up and back, I'm not arching my back to do that. I'm just letting my arms go back naturally. If your shoulders are tight and you can't go all the way back, it's okay. Make your circles a little bit smaller. Either way, okay? You don't have to go all the way above your head. If your shoulders are not allowing that, you do not have to do that. So if I have anybody in here that has any shoulder issues, if you need that adjusted, please let me know and we will show it to you. Next one is those hip circles. We just did arm circles forward and backwards. Hip circles left and right. We're going to go right first. Around, push that left hip out and around. Think you got a hula hoop. You're just going slow, so you're not going to be able to keep that hula hoop up. 4, 5, 6, 7. Thanks everybody for being here. I have so many people in here with me today. Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed. 8. We're going to start the other side in a second. This is 10 right here. Woo! Now we're going to go the other way. We're going to go left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. How is everybody today? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Next one is those hip circles. I'm going to go ahead and ask you, you like this warm-up that we're doing? Would you like to see a warm-up to get us started every day? I only go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but maybe I should just do us a warm-up. Jump in for 15 or 20 minutes, get us a nice little warm-up, and get your day started on the go. 1, 2. Tell me in the comments what you think about that. 3. Would you come in and join me every day if I was here every day? 5, 6, 7. No excuses. If you're going to come in every morning with me, maybe I'll do that. 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! We're going to do those lateral steps now, okay? We're going to go right and then left and left. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woohoo! Leg swings are next, forward and backwards. Here we go, guys. Let's do it. This is the last one. 1, 2. Thanks for whoever just invited me to do whatever. I can't see who you are. 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2. Somebody just sent me an invite shell on TikTok. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's in there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo-wee! If you did this warm-up with me this morning, woo! Wow! How did it feel? Did you do the whole thing with me this morning? I'm sorry, I got out of the screen. Did you do it with me this morning? Woo! That was more than a warm-up. That was a workout. Woo-wee! We're going to get my morning started. We're going to have our discussion day. We got a little bit of talking to do. Oh, I don't know who it was. There was somebody that threw in an invite of some sort. I don't know. I apologize, whoever came in and did an invite. I don't know. Whenever I'm away, I can't see anything. Thanks for asking me if you're still in here. Whew. Thanks for hanging out with us. We just did us a nice little warm up, and now it's discussion time. How is everybody this morning? If you did the warm up with me this morning, golly, throw a fire in the comments because it was good. It was a good little workout this morning. Got me some cardio in. Woohoo! Did you feel the cardio? Did you feel our heart rate going up? Boy, I did. That'll be our warm up again Friday when we come in. Oh, wow. Oops. I don't know what was said. Oh, really? Oh, I think that's why they do the emojis. Well, I don't know. I've said that a couple of times, though. Was it me or did you type it? Oh, gotcha. Okay. You see this earbud in my ear, guys? I do have somebody that's talking in my ear. So if you hear me answer something that you aren't sure what's going on, then this is why. I have somebody talking in my ear. So welcome in, everybody. If you're just joining in, today is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Who has hump day goals? Do you make goals for your week? Do you say, okay, by this day, I want to have this much done? I'm kind of a goal setter. I'm more like to do, instead of a to-do list, it's a what I've done list. So it helps me get through it better without all the overwhelm. If you did the exercise with us this morning, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to find my Wednesday discussion sheet because this is Monday. Oh, it's because I was doing Monday. Woohoo! There goes that blonde stuff again, Big. All the blonde. I am a natural blonde, so I do have those blonde moments. I have to-do list. It helps me stay on task. Yeah, to-do lists are good. I just think that sometimes I get myself, I was just like, and I write so many things on my to-do list, and then it overwhelms me, and I get kind of frustrated whenever I don't get everything on that to-do list done. So I have a weekly to-do list. I have a monthly to-do list, and I've gotten back into this. I used to not do this so often, but now I'm back into the routine of it, and I have a monthly to-do list. I have a weekly to-do list, and then my daily things are things that I've done. Now, I mean, I do have a little list of things that like really have to be done, like if I have a doctor's appointment or something like that. Oh, that's a good idea. I like that 5 a day, Shell. I like that idea of 5 a day. I don't know what is going on with the screens here. I'm just going to stay like this. I feel like everybody can. That is not funny. That's not. That's not funny, Big. Yeah, sometimes tying my shoe does overwhelm me, but I get frustrated that. Have you ever tried to tie your shoes and it doesn't tie the way that it's supposed to, and then it just doesn't tie at all? Have you ever done that? Whenever, hey, I resemble that remark. It's okay. I can laugh at myself. It's okay. So back to the to-do list. I like the idea of only having 5. If they're important, like they have to be really important for me to have to do. And then what I try to do, like, love, share, guys. If you're just jumping in, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Share this out. Tap the screen, share the love. Let people know that I'm here. We are getting our discussion day started. This wasn't even part of the discussion, but I thought that it was important to say because overwhelm creates stress, right? And I can feel that in my body. So if I get really overwhelmed, I start feeling it in my shoulders. I get really tense. I get really like, I want to squeeze my shoulders together because it just creates all that tension and it becomes stressful. So we have been talking about stress a lot lately. And I think that if it helps you, maybe if you are a to-do lister, try doing one a little bit shorter, like a 5-day list, or try doing one that is a weekly to-do list. But if you, it would be important things that you need to get done in the week. And then you can go into that daily and you can say, these are things that I've done, not things that I have to do. So if you are one of those, and it really does stress me out sometimes to have a to-do list. And if I don't get that stuff marked off, I kind of get frustrated or I get overwhelmed or I get stressed out. I'm looking at all the platforms. There are a lot of comments that have been coming in. I still have about 4 people on the other platform. If you guys are still here, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to know. All right. So take a second today and think about the movements that we've done. Now, I did put in the lateral step this morning because we have been working on that exercise. So did anything feel different today than it did on Monday? If you did the exercises with us on Monday and then you did them again today, notice if anything felt different. Did you notice anything that was tighter? Was there anything a little bit more loose today since you did the workout? Shell, I'm going to point you out because I know that you were having hamstring issues. So with that, with knowing that you had that on Monday, how do you feel compared to Monday? Do you feel better after doing the exercises on Monday? Because I know I spoke with you in the background and you did those a little bit more on Monday afterwards. So yeah, share your best productivity tip to help us out. If you've got any productivity tips on ways that you make your day productive without stressing you out, let us know in the comments. I'm so glad it's a lot better. It's very important to focus and pay attention to what your body is trying to tell you too. So, and Shell is very much about listening to her body, and she was definitely listening to it on Monday after Easter holiday with the grandkids and all the things. Her body was screaming at her. Screaming. So so think about, did anything feel different in your movements after all that? Whether it would be just making steps throughout the day, standing up, shifting your weight. We've done those lateral steps a little bit. And on Monday, we actually did a lateral step and we made it more of a lateral step to kind of like a lunge. So I gave that option. So if you tried any of those, let me know. Just remember, there's no wrong answer and there's no wrong question. So if you have a question about anything that we're discussing, throw it in there. It's okay. There's no wrong questions, and I may not have the 100% exact answer. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I might not be that coordinated. My coordination, again, I'm blonde, so doing multiple things. I am a multitasker, but something like that might have me a little off. I might fall over. So I give you props. I'll give you a hand for that, Shell. Awesome job. um, so sometimes awareness just shows up before anything changes. So paying attention to your body and thinking about those things is very important. So when most people hear the word balance, they think about standing on one leg, right? They don't really put balance as being much more. Balance is happening every time that you take a step, every time you shift your weight, every time you reach for something. So, going into that, Monday, we talked about the lateral steps, and we also talked about a lateral arm raise, or outside of your body arm raise. Now, Friday, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting those two exercises together into a combo. And for that combo, we're going to lateral step one way while reaching the opposite way. And that's going to give you that opposite side coordination as you do it. So think about walking for a second when you're constantly shifting from one side to the other. That's balance. Do you think of it that way? I'm going to have to scoot this way a little bit right here. Let me turn my screen tiny bit. Shell on TikTok. It's there we go. I'm going to try that. I'm trying to stay center on this one if you're looking at it. So think about that. If you ever feel like I don't have good balance, it might not be that you don't have it. It might just mean that your body is still learning how to control your balance. Think of it that way. So, talking about something that a lot of people don't like to feel. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, I was trying to shift it because the other platform, it needs to record the right way. I need to stay kind of centered in it. So being a little bit on the unsteady side, if you take steps and you're a little bit wobbly, don't think that that's failure, because it's not. It is just feedback from your body telling you, hey, maybe we need to work on this a little bit and try to, I don't know why that covers me whenever, I don't know what is going on over here. I feel like I'm like half cut off. So it's just your body trying to figure things out. So if you're a little bit wobbly, it's okay. Just take it as feedback from your body, as something that you need to work on a little bit more. Did you notice any wobbling during the exercises that we were doing this week? We did them on Monday again, and then we did that full warm up in here. So if you did that warm up with me this morning, how did it feel to you today compared to Monday? Did you feel like maybe it was a little bit less wobbly today than it was on Monday? Maybe that made a little bit different. So, did you notice any shifts or hesitations whenever you did it? Even the smallest, even the smallest change in your body or what your body was telling you, it's just information. Remember that. It's just information. So that's your body is just learning where it is in that space. It's how to adjust. It's also how to stabilize. So if you're doing these exercises and you do them daily, because the exercises that we went over today, like the little warm up that we did, you can do those every day. They're not going to hurt you. They're not going to do anything like that if you are doing them in a mindful and a slow mo way, if you're trying to build that coordination with your body. So don't think that it's going to be something that will hurt you if you do those every day. So those are very good exercises to do every day. And from now on, that's what we're going to start doing. We're going to make sure that we throw those movement exercises in there. And since it's more for functionality, I like to do functional movements. That's what those exercises are going to be. They're going to be a warm up. They're going to be a stretch. They're going to be all those things, but it's also going to be something that works for your body with coordination, with stability, with all of those different things in mind. That's what we do in here. So if you're just joining in and you are looking for some mindful movements, go ahead and hit the notification bell or whatever it is that you need to do to make sure that you're here for sure on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if everything feels perfectly steady all the time, there's actually less learning happening. So if you're not giving your body that little bit of change to make it think about what it's doing. Our bodies are a beautiful thing and they do adjust. So you want to give yourself something to give you something to work for. Change it up a little bit. Give it something to have to really think about as you're doing it. So instead of trying to avoid that feeling, allow it. Allow it. Let it happen. Be safe with it, right? And be controlled with it, but let it happen. Let you feel it. That's what you want to do. So if there's so far any of the discussion that we've had, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. We have a lot going on today, a lot. And I think it's been a good morning adding that warm up in there. I think this is a great way to start the day. It's a great way to start the day. So if you're just joining in and you are loving it, go ahead and hit that purple heart for me and let me know. So before your body can control movement, it has to understand it first, right? So if you're doing a new movement and you're not quite sure, slow it down. Think about it before you officially get into a harder routine. I was showing you guys back here, whenever we were doing the high knees, I did them slow first to let you know how the movement was going. And then for our side steps, we also did the same thing. I broke it down to show how my feet were going together and apart. Take your time with these. Get it going first. Get it in your head. Follow it through. And let it become a little bit of a natural flow before you start rushing it in there. Get it ready before you get moving. So that's why we start with simple movements. We slow them down. Not too complicated, not too fast. You want to make sure that you're ready. So with Monday's exercises, we did those whenever I do them as a combo on Friday. We'll also go over that slowly. We'll go over if there's any questions, if you're having any concerns about the exercises that we're doing. We always like to go over those. So when you think about when we do those things, think about what side feels different. Think about if there's a move that you make that feels different. Okay. And then if you feel uneven when you do those, it's okay. Just slow down and think about it. Whenever you want to do this, make sure that you focus on those movements. But when you understand what your body is doing, control starts to feel a lot more natural. So always slow and controlled, focus on it, get that coordination part in there, and then go from there. You can always get faster or add weight to anything. Start slow and get those movements in there. Remember to show up. It's important. Consistency is so important, and it shows up in our everyday life. So just remember to be consistent when you're doing something and work at it. If it's something that you're not great at, that's the first thing that I'm going to work on, is trying to understand it more, feel it more, and improve it, right? That's what we do. So if you're doing these exercises, think about stepping sideways. And if you want to get to where you're doing that lateral lunge, step sideways first and then go into that lunge nice and slow and make it work for you. Okay? So if you have any questions about the exercises that we have done this week, please feel free to go ahead and drop them in the comments. Again, we went over the lateral step, and I also put that into a lateral lunge on Monday. And on Friday, we will put those together. I will do them separately or individually, and then I will put them together into a combo so you can see them as a combination movement. So if you have any questions about those, feel free to ask now. Remember, there's no wrong question. It's okay to ask any questions that you may have. So when Friday we get these done, we'll put them all together and make them a nice little combo move. I am going to go ahead and throw in here my 5K in October. My 5K in October, it's October the 25th. I am getting things ready in the background, so I will start talking about that a lot more during my lives here soon. I'm almost done with the setup of my website and have it ready, so be watching for that as we move forward. And then if you have been learning these movements, and if you're in here and you're wondering, oh man, I would love to get these exercises, but I don't want to have to listen to the whole live all over again, please feel free to go check out my vault. It's in my website. You can go check it out. And it breaks down. What I do is I edit these lives and they go into that vault. I try to do a month at a time and get every exercise. All the exercises that we go over will eventually all be in there. And every exercise that I go over does go in there. So if you're interested in that, feel free to go check out the links in my bios on all of my platforms, except for TikTok. TikTok, I can't put my link. It's not like an official link. It's in my bio, but it's not an official link. So if you like this conversation today, what stood out to you most? Throw it in the comments and let me know if there was anything that was helpful this morning. If there was any specific discussion that we had on the topics, let me know in the comments before we close out the day. And as we're waiting on that, please feel free, go ahead and like, love, share, hit the notification bell so you make sure that whenever I go live, you get notified. It's very, very important, because whenever I get in here, I get started. I get things going. We are going to start our mornings from now on with a warm-up. And I will keep talking about it. So if I do decide to go 5 days a week, I will let you know. I will gradually move into that if I think about if I want to make that happen. I like routine, and it's very good for me. So knowing that I'm coming in here to do a warm-up every day would maybe help my routine a little bit more. I'm trying to get it organized. So if adding that in there might help your routine a little bit and get you going, throw it in the comments and say, yes, I would love to see that. Yes, let's do this every day. It won't be as long as my normal lives. It would just be get in here, let's warm up, let's do a little cardio, let's get some moves going and out. I'm going to say I will be less than 30 minutes doing it. We're hitting about 45 minutes this morning, so this is a good one. This has been a good one. It's been a good day. So, all right. Well, I don't see any questions coming in. So, everybody, I want you to have a great hump day. It's beautiful outside. I'm going to enjoy the sunshine today. I'm going to get me a new bike, so I'm getting kind of excited like that. Every day without the times 3. Well, let me just say, Shell, 3 times works on getting a routine. So I'm okay with not doing 3 times. I'm a 3 times kind of person. I think it kind of just helps with my habit. But you can always cut it or slow it down. So if it is a little too much for anybody, don't think you always have to do the 3 times. But it is a good warm up. Yeah, so do you. So do you. All right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I feel so blessed that you decided to make me part of your day. And remember that this is your journey. You do not have to do it alone. You might be seeing me again 5 days a week. With that, I'm going to say I will see you guys for sure on Friday. See ya.